In this video, we will learn about standard and custom fields, the different types of fields that are available in Salesforce, and a step-by-step process to understand how to create these custom fields. Fields in Salesforce are individual data points stored within an object. Think of fields as columns in a database table. They store specific pieces of information relevant to the object, like a contact's email address or an account's name. In Salesforce, fields can be broadly categorized into standard fields and custom fields. Let's start by understanding the standard fields. Standard fields are predefined by Salesforce and come with every Salesforce object. These fields cover common data needs and are essential for core CRM functionality. These are the standard fields that we will see on every standard or custom objects. ID is a unique identifier of a record. Salesforce creates this ID automatically whenever a record of an object is created. This is 18 characters in length and made up of alphanumeric characters. This is not editable to us. Name is a text field. This can be either automatically created or user defined based on what data type is set up during the object creation. Created date is a date time field which is populated by Salesforce whenever a record is created. Last modified date is another date time field which is populated by Salesforce every time a record is updated. Created by is a reference field that is populated by Salesforce to store the user information who created that record. Last modified by is a reference field that is populated by Salesforce to store the user information who updated this record lastly. Owner is another reference field that stores information about the user who is the owner of that record. System mod stamp. This is a date time field which is similar to the last modified date field but managed by Salesforce and cannot be modified by us. Note that in certain scenarios, we can modify the last modified date field values as well. While standard fields are very useful, sometimes you need to capture data that's unique to your business. This is where custom fields come in. Custom fields are user-defined fields that you create to meet your specific data requirements. They allow you to extend the functionality of both standard and custom objects. Salesforce offers a variety of field types to capture different kinds of data. Let's go through each of them. Understanding the different field types helps you choose the right one for your data. Here is a summary of the main field types available in Salesforce. Text. These fields allow us to collect and store text values that contain alphanumeric characters. Numeric. These fields allow us to collect and store number values with or without the decimal point. Date and time. These fields allow us to collect and store date and time specific values. Picklists. These fields allow us to collect and store text values which are predefined by us. Useful for data consistency and cleanliness purpose. Relationships. These fields allow us to establish connections with other objects to form meaningful data relationships to collect and store data for better management. Other. These fields help with collecting and storing the other common types of data such as true or false, calculated values, geolocation, email, phone, URL, auto numbers, etc. Now let's take a closer look at these field types to understand the variants of each. Text fields. This type contains 5 different individual field types. Text is used to store alphanumeric characters up to 255 characters. Text area allows us to store alphanumeric characters supporting multi-line data up to 255 characters. Text area long is used to store longer text up to 131,072 characters. Text area rich allows us to store formatted text with HTML tags up to 131,072 characters, and text encrypted is used to store sensitive text data in an encrypted format up to 175 characters. Numeric fields. Numeric types contain these 4 individual field types. Number is used to store numbers with or without a decimal point. Percent allows us to store percentage values. Currency is used to store currency values. Roll-up summary. This field type calculates values from related child records, allowing us to summarize the child object data. Note that this field is available only on the master objects, which refer to the fields or records of the detail objects. Date and time fields. Date and time type consists of three individual field types. Date is used to store date values in a format like DD, YY. Date time allows us to store date and time values in a format like DD, YY for date and SS for time. Time is used to store time values only in format like SS. Here DD means day of the month, means month of the year, and YY means year like 2024 or 1990. Means hour of the day, means the minute of the hour, and SS means second of the minute. Picklist fields. Picklists are special field types that can be either single select or multi-select. Picklist, also known as single select picklist, is used to select and store a single value from a predefined list of values. Multi-select picklist allows us to select and store multiple values from a predefined list of values. Relationship fields. These types are similar to the foreign keys in the database tables, using which we can link records of an object to the records of the other objects. There are four types of relationship fields in Salesforce. Lookup relationship allows us to create a link between two Salesforce objects. Master detail relationship is used to create a tightly coupled relationship between two Salesforce objects. This is similar to lookup relationship but provides more functionalities. Hierarchical relationship is a special relationship for the user object to associate users in a hierarchy. External lookup relationship allows us to create a link between a Salesforce object and an external object. External objects here are database tables in an external system, which works very similar to Salesforce objects. Note that relationships in objects is a topic we need to understand in detail to design our data model correctly and efficiently. So we will cover this topic in a separate video. Other fields. Now let's take a look at the other field types. Checkbox is used to store true or false values. At a time, this field can hold either true or false value. Formula. This field type calculates values dynamically based on the other fields of the same or related objects. Geolocation is used to store latitude and longitude coordinates. Email allows us to store email addresses. Phone is used to store phone number values. URL allows us to store website addresses, and auto number automatically generates a unique number for each record upon creation. This field is not editable as it is populated by Salesforce. Choosing the right field type is crucial for ensuring your data is captured accurately and efficiently. Now let's go through the steps to create a custom field in Salesforce. Make sure that we are on the setup page. If we are not, we can click on the wrench icon in the top right and click on the setup from the drop down menu. Now once we are on the setup page, we click on the object manager. On the object manager page, we type the label of the custom object on which we want to create a new field. Inside the search results, we click on the object label. This takes us to that objects page. On this object page, we click on the fields and relationships option and click on the new button. Here we first choose the field type from the available options. Here we can see all the types of fields that we talked about in the previous sections. Here we click on the next button and then enter the required details specific to that field type and click on the next button again. Here we configure the field level security. For now, we keep this auto selected and click on the next button. On the next page, we add the field to the page layouts where it is needed. Here also we keep the default selection as it is. Finally, we click on the save button to create our custom field. Once the custom field is created, we can start using it to capture the necessary data. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Share this video if you think this will help someone understand the explained Salesforce concept. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications about my videos, as I will be sharing such interesting Salesforce content to help you in your Salesforce adventure. Lastly, write to me in comments if you have any questions regarding any Salesforce topic or you want me to create a video about that topic. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.